We are in lesson 162. This is a spelling dictation exercise. All of the words in this lesson will be real words that contain consonant teams. We always underline consonant teams to indicate that these 2 or 3 letters joined together form a team and represent a unique sound. The difference between a consonant blend and a consonant team is that a consonant blend is a cluster of 2 or 3 letters where each individual letter within that cluster will represent its own sound. However, with a consonant team, you'll have 2 or 3 letters clustered together, but the individual letters within that cluster do not represent their own individual sounds, and instead, the 2 or 3 letters, when combined, become a team, and they represent an entirely different sound. These are the consonant teams we're going to be using in the words I'm about to dictate. CH, ch, church, TCH, ch, match. CH and TCH both represent the same sound. TCH must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use it. CK, k, rock. CK must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use the CK team. NG, as in wing. NG also must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use NG as a consonant team. PH represents the same sound that you hear in the letter F, as in phone. QU, in English, when we have the sounds K and W, we use QU to represent those two sounds. QU represents the sounds KW, qua, as in quit. When U follows the Q, U is part of the consonant team QU and is not considered as a vowel. SH represents the sound sh, as in shell. TH can represent one of 2 sounds. When it represents its first sound, underline it once. When it represents its second sound, double underline it. The first sound for TH is th, as in thumb. The second sound for TH is th, as in the. The first sound of TH is called the voiceless sound because we do not vibrate our vocal cords to make that sound. The second sound for TH is called the voiced sound for TH because in order to make the sound, you vibrate your vocal cords as you're making the sound th. Finally, WH represents the sound w, as in the word wheel. Some people pronounce WH with a slight H sound in front, hwa, but most people now only use the W sound when they are pronouncing a word with the WH team. So for our purposes, when we see WH, I will assume that it's representing the sound w. These are the consonant teams. Memorize these teams so that when you encounter them in a word, you immediately recognize them. We underline all consonant teams when we are spelling words for dictation. We have 5 rows, starting with row 1, chum. Chum. He is my chum, my best friend. Chum. Ch. Chum. Fang. Fang. The dog showed me his fang. Fang. F. Fang. NG is one of the consonant teams that must have a short vowel directly in front of it. Fetch. Fetch. My dog likes to fetch the ball. Fetch. F. Ch. Fetch. TCH is a 3-letter consonant team representing the sound ch. You must have a short vowel directly in front of TCH in order to use that team. Pick. Pick. Pick which one you want. Pick. P, I, k. Pick. CK also must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use the CK team. Thrill. Thrill. It is a real thrill to meet you. Thrill. F, R, I, ul. Thrill. Now here TH represents its primary sound, its first sound. TH does represent a second sound, th, which is called the voiced sound for TH. But again, in this word, it's representing its unvoiced sound, or what we call the first sound for TH. Row 2. Shod. Shod. The blacksmith shod the horse. Shod. Sh. A. D. Shod. Whiff. Whiff. Take a whiff of this. It stinks. Whiff. W. I. F. Whiff. We double the F at the end of the word because of the floss rule, which states that if a one-syllable word with a short vowel ends in FL or S, normally you would double the FL or S. Then we left the party. Then. Th. E. N. Then. TH is double-lined here because it's representing its second sound, the voiced sound for TH. You must vibrate your vocal cords when you're making this sound. Th. When you're making the first sound for TH, the unvoiced sound, you do not vibrate your vocal cords. The first sound for TH is a much quieter sound or softer sound than the second sound for TH. Chat. Chat. We had quite a long chat. Chat. Ch. A. T. Chat. Wing. Wing. The bird had an injured wing. Wing. W. I. Wing. Again, NG must have a short vowel directly in front of it. Row 3. Quill. Quill. A quill is a name for an old type of pen that was used hundreds of years ago. Quill. Qua. I. Ul. Quill. QU in English represents the sounds K and W combined. Whenever you hear a word with K and W in it as a blend, use QU to represent that sound. U is not considered a vowel when it comes directly after the Q. It's part of the QU team, which is a consonant team. We double the L at the end of this word because of the floss rule. Thin. Thin. She is very thin. Thin. I. N. Thin. TH is representing its first sound, the unvoiced sound for TH, meaning we do not vibrate our vocal cords when we are making this sound. Whim. Whim. He picked up the phone and called her on a whim. Whim. W. I. M. Whim. Pang. Pang. I had a hunger pang earlier today. Pang. P. A. Pang. NG must have a short vowel directly in front of it. Notch. Notch. I lost weight and had to cinch my belt up one notch. Notch. N. A. notch. TCH is a three-letter team representing the sound ch. It must have a short vowel directly in front of it. Normally, not always, but normally when a word ends with a short vowel followed by the sound ch, we will use TCH to represent that sound, but there are also a number of notable exceptions to that rule. Row 4. Quit, quit. I quit, quit. Qua, it, quit. Sham, sham. This election is a sham. Sham. Sh. A. Sham. Chin. Chin. Keep your chin up. Chin. Ch. I. N. Chin. Thus. Thus. Thus it was written in the book. Thus. Th. S. Thus. Here TH represents the second sound th. And if you put your hand over your vocal cords, you'll feel the vibration when you make that sound. Th. When you're making the first sound for TH, if you put your hand on your vocal cords, you won't feel any vibration. Sock. Sock. I have lost another sock. Sock. S. A. K. Sock. CK must have a short vowel directly in front of it. Row 5. Shut. Shut. Please shut the door quietly. Shut. Sh. T. Shut. Witch. Witch. The witch in that movie is really scary. Witch. Wa. I. Ch. Witch. Now we have another way to spell this word witch, which would be W-H-I-C-H. And that has a completely different meaning, as in which way did they go. So you can have a word that sounds the same, but it can be spelled differently and can have an entirely different meaning. Mock. Mock. Please don't mock me. Mock. A. K. Mock. Wet. Wet. This aroma should whet your appetite. Wet. Wa. E. T. Wet. Now here's another example of a word. When we spell it this way with the WH in front, it means something that will increase an experience, such as whet your appetite, will increase your appetite. Whereas the more common spelling for this word, W-E-T, simply means you get wet after it rains. So again, you can have a word pronounced the same way but spelled differently and have two different meanings according to the way it's spelled. This is it. This. Th. I. S. This. TH is representing its second sound, th, so we double underline it. This completes the dictation of words in lesson 162.